Hello and welcome to Laocook.com. Today I'm going to be talking you through the way we make our Sushi Maki. Here we are in the Laocook kitchens with sake, and what we have here are nori sheets, which can be found in any major supermarkets or Japanese or Asiatic food shops. We have here some sushi rice, which is Japanese short grain rice which has been cooked, allowed to cool and mixed with a special mixture of rice vinegar, mirin, sugar, salt and our secret ingredient, a touch of sherry vinegar. We also have some king prawns which we have boiled, cleaned and sliced open, and some avocado. Here we have a small bowl of water and lime. This will be used to wet the fingers to allow us to work with the rice more easily, as it stops the rice from sticking to your fingers. The sushi mat which we're using is covered in cling film. This also makes working easier and is also more hygienic. A nice handful of rice. We don't want to squeeze the rice too hard, we don't want the rice to break up. And what we want to do here is basically layer the rice on top of the nori sheet, making sure we don't squeeze and don't press too hard. Just want to evenly layer it out to a thickness of about half a centimeter. Here we have our king prawns. Cut them into manageable sizes, and as we lay them onto the maki, we want the tails to stick out. These will leave a nice presentation to the finished dish, as you will see later. The avocado. Make sure everything is together. And gently roll the maki. Use the sushi mat to help you. Turn it over, gently squeeze it to keep everything in shape, and there we have it. We're going to allow this to rest for a few minutes while we move on to the next step. Here is our technique of how to make the daikon wrap, the finishing touch to the sushi maki. A daikon is a large Japanese radish, and for this technique we need 2 toothpicks and a very sharp knife. We've made small slits into the toothpicks. What we're going to do is attach it to the blade, and basically what happens here is when you use the knife on top of the chopping board, you can glide it over the chopping board, and there will be a gap of about 3 millimeters between the knife blade and the chopping board, as you will see, as we will demonstrate now. Almost like a pencil sharpener, very thin. This will allow you to cut wafer thin, almost transparent sheets of daikon, as you can see. Now we need to cut it into a manageable size. This technique can also be used with cucumbers and carrots. Makes good for garnishing. Lay the daikon sheets again using the sushi mat. You just want it more or less the same size as the maki roll which we made earlier. And now what we want to do is gently roll the maki into the daikon sheets. This will give the finished dish a nice crispy texture on the outside. Carefully remove it from the sheet. You have to be careful not to move it too much, otherwise the daikon sheets will come off. Give it another squeeze just to keep it firm. Make sure we don't lose the shape. The first cut goes into the center. We line up the 2 ends. Another cut. There we have it. Very simple, very quick. It looks stunning. It's very easy to eat. Laocook.com Sushi Maki. Thank you for watching.